Hello there, breathers.
And welcome back
to another
interesting. I gotta stop using that word.
But is it interesting?
Everything we do is interesting, but this is very historic. You're gonna love this.
Oh, good. Okay, because I have no idea what you're doing.
I know, because I didn't tell you.
No, you didn't.
Even if I told you, you don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, fair enough.
Episode of All My Favorite People Are Dead.
She's Sue Teresi.
And she is the one, the only Shannon Butler.
Whoa. I think there's actually quite a lot of Shannon Butlers out there.
No, there's only one.
Oh.
The rest don't count.
Oh.
Is that a common name?
You know, I looked on Facebook. There are a lot of Shannon Butlers, and I was like, oh, shit, look at that.
Wow, you should get in touch with them. Like, hey, same name.
Like, what do you do for a living? Are you as cool as I am?
Nobody is as cool as you. No, there's only one as far as I'm concerned.
I love you too.
I know.
Well, there's only one Sue Teresi. That's for damn sure.
And that's way more.
You are original.
That's way more than the world. I was afraid to have children for that reason.
No,
that's just like way more than the world can handle.
I think you're wonderful. The world could use more Sue Teresis.
Oh, listen to you. My parents didn't think so. I'm an only child.
Wow.
And I think they were like, and they broke the mold.
Oh God! We were talking about flawed people last week, weren't we?
We're all crackpots.
We're all crackpots. Actually, I was in church on Sunday. Well, I know you. I mean, you've heard of sermons before. I mean, you guys get sermons in your temple.
We also have clergy that do sermons.
So like when the priest starts the sermon, he usually goes in the name of the Father and blah 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 blah.
Okay.
So this visiting priest that we had this week went, in the name of God the Father, who knows us well, but still loves us.
Well, that's very cute.
And I was like, I love that.
That's very different.
Yeah. So that was, that struck a chord with me. I was like, yeah, buddy.
Good.
So
You're going on vacation. Shannon's going on a well-deserved vacation.
Oh my God, is it well-deserved? I've been through some shit.
Where you going, Sean?
I am going to the Finger Lakes.
So now I've always wondered what's in the middle finger of the Finger Lakes.
That's a good question.
The middle finger should be like, sticking out more than the other fingers in the Finger Lake. And that should be where all the angry people drink.
I'm going to have to check the topography.
I want to know what's in the middle finger.
I'll give you a full report.
Yeah,
because I don't really know.
Good.
I know there's a lot of wineries up there.
Wineries.
Yeah. I'm going to go visit my very best friend from high school, Pete. He lives in Rochester.
Okay.
I was, just for shits and giggles, I was looking at Zillow to see what the financial or what the housing market is up there.
I have no clue. We
are living in the most expensive part of New York, hands down.
Finger Lakes
houses up there are cheap.
I'm surprised because it's
so beautiful up there.
But the winter must be.
The winter sucks.
It's like Buffalo.
It sucks. But I'm like, I could afford a house up there. I can't afford a house here. Up there, no problem.
And like a summer place. You wouldn't live there all year round.
I know.
Because you got to work here.
I know. Yeah, I know. They don't need a Poughkeepsie historian in Rochester.
I imagine not. They
need a Rochester historian. Although, hey, I'd be happy to learn all about the history of Rochester if I could have a house like that.
I don't know. Do people live there all year round?
Oh, yeah. Well, my friend Pete lives up there.
All year round?
Yeah, he's a nurse. And he's got himself a nice big house. And I'm like, shit, So, yeah, no, it's a nice area. I'm looking forward to. I'm going to see some historic sites. I'm going to munch on some good food. I'm going to learn. I'm going to go visit a beautiful cemetery or two.
I was just about to ask how many cemeteries.
I'm planning on visiting two. I want to go see, Frederick Douglass's grave, and I want to go see Secretary Seward's grave. I'm going to go to his house, which is in Auburn, I think.
Shannon and I do not take normal vacations.
No.
When people like me and Shannon go on vacation, we bring notepads.
Yeah.
And we take notes of all the. I can't remember the last time I went on a vacation where I didn't make mental note on something to either podcast about or study about or read about. Yeah.
So I imagine
nerds go on vacation.
When I come back, we'll probably be doing another podcast about Seward or Frederick Douglass or Susan B. Anthony or one of those guys.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's right.
I'm going to go see her grave too. So anyway, that's the plan. So in the meantime, what do you got for us?
So we love hockey.
Well, you do. I don't know anything about hockey.
Okay. Well, we meaning me and my husband, my son. Yeah, they all play.
Yeah.
And we watch. Do you know what you call when you win? Like, you know.
When you win the big
kahuna.
It's a cup, right? It's
Yes,
a Stanley Cup.
There you go.
Stanley Cup.
Okay, so
I knew it was going to hit eventually.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you knew, and
Yes.
and it's okay. So you win the Stanley Cup,
Yeah.
right? And
Okay.
I turn to my hockey loving husband. I go, "The hell is the Stanley Cup named after?"
Oh, good. Yeah. Who?
And he goes, "Lord Stanley."
Lord Stanley.
And I go, "Who the hell was Lord Stanley?"
Is he a Canadian? He's got to be Canadian, right?
Lord Stanley of Stanley Cup fame was Frederick Stanley,
Frederick.
1841 to 1908, a British nobleman and a politician who served as the yes, okay. So here's the lowdown. Ready?
Okay, right.
Okay. She shoots, she scores, yay!
Yay.
In 1892, Lord Stanley became so fascinated by the fast-growing sport of ice hockey after he watched games in, you said it,
Canada, of
Where
course.
else?
Where else?
He believed the best amateur hockey team in Canada should have a championship trophy.
Okay.
Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
He purchased the silver bowl for about 10 guineas, roughly $50 at the time, and donated it as the challenge trophy. And it was originally called the Dominion Hockey Challenge Cup.
Okay. But it was a bowl.
But I guess you could make salad in it. Yes, it is not a cup because cups are small. Cup, I think of coffee.
Right.
Bowl, I think of salad.
Soup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a little silver bowl that became the Stanley Cup, now one of the most famous trophies in sports.
But now it's not shaped like a bowl, right? It's like a tower, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Actually, I got a copy from my husband. Did you ever see one? Yeah. It's actually, it started out like it's a popcorn machine.
Popcorn machine.
In the shape of the Stanley Cup.
I like that.
And it's adorable. Okay, so I'll give you some facts, and then we'll go into the history of Stanley himself.
Okay.
Lord Stanley himself never actually presented the cup to a winning team.
Oh.
Several of his sons and daughters, yes, I said daughters, played or were involved with hockey.
Okay.
The original cup was much smaller than today's trophy. And the Stanley Cup is one of the few major sports trophies that has passed from champion to champion rather than a new one being made every year.
Really?
Yes.
So you can't
We'll
keep
get
it.
into it. No. We'll get into it. No, you can't. They changed the names. It's very cool, actually.
Okay.
All right. So every year, the player's name from the championship team gets engraved on the cup.
Okay.
I'll get into it.
Okay.
So Lord Stanley, he was born, like I said, Frederick Stanley in England, 1841, into one of Britain's most powerful aristocratic families. His father was the 15th Earl of Derby, and his family seat was famously known as Knowles Hall.
Okay.
Now, before coming to Canada, he was a long political career in Britain. He served in several government positions and was considered a capable administrator rather than a flashy politician.
Okay.
In 1888, he becomes the Governor General of Canada, representing Queen Victoria.
So he's got to move to Canada suddenly?
Well, Canada's still part of the British Kingdom.
Sure, but it's not London.
Yeah. Now, at the time, Canada was a young country, though.
Sure.
Stanley spent a great deal of time traveling across Canada, meeting ordinary citizens and promoting national unity. Canadians generally liked him because he seemed genuinely interested in the country and in the Canadian people themselves.
Oh, eh?
Yes.
Eh?
But I'm like, too, eh?
I want to know if he's the one who started eh.
I don't know, eh? His official residence was Rideau Hall, which is still the residence of Canada's Governor General today.
Okay.
Now, the Stanley family didn't just watch hockey. They loved hockey.
Okay.
Hockey fanatics.
I mean, what else is there to do up there?
Yeah, pretty much.
There's just watching hockey and listening to Rush.
And watching, yeah. His sons played hockey. His daughter, Lazy Isabel Stanley, was known for attending games and helped popularize the sport.
Okay.
Family members often skated on Ottawa's frozen canals and attended local matches. Legend has it that Stanley became so interested in hockey after seeing the excitement surrounded in the game, decided there should be a national championship trophy.
Okay. And you said it was like the 1890s, right?
Yeah.
And trophies, trophies were all the rage, like the big fancy silver trophies.
Yes, get a trophy. And now if you're winning in hockey, you should get a trophy.
I agree.
Okay, me too. The original trophy was very surprisingly modest. It was like a silver punch bowl about 7 inches tall.
Okay.
Cost, like I said, about $50 and was purchased from a London silversmith.
And you can drink your beer in it, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
The first winning team was the Montreal Hockey Club in 1893.
Okay.
Today's Stanley Cup has additional bands added around because there wasn't enough room to engrave. So when your team wins a champion, your name gets engraved on the cup. Okay. Lord Stanley left his mark in Canada, other than the cup.
Okay.
Stanley Park, one of the most famous urban parks in the world, is named after him. Several towns and schools and roads across Canada also bear his name. The funniest fact is that Lord Stanley probably never imagined his trophy that little silver, like, punch bowl would become what it is today.
Yeah.
So he donated the cup. Hockey was still a relatively small amateur sport played mostly in Canada. He had no way of knowing that more than a century later, millions of fans around the world would know his name because of that simple silver bowl.
Yeah. Huh.
So, yeah, it's pretty exciting. So, okay, here are some more nuggets. He had a very famous family. Lord Stanley belonged to one of Britain's most influential families. Like I said, the title Earl of Derby is the reason for the famous English horse race you may have heard of called
the Derby.
The Derby.
So he
his family was connected for generations with that in sports.
But he decided, I don't want to do horses anymore.
Right.
I want
to play
little
hockey.
pucks.
Right. I want to deal with hockey.
Okay.
His family enjoyed hunting and riding and nature, a lot of outdoor time. His family, he was a family man who preferred home life to political drama, although he's very politically involved.
Okay, that's fair.
Stanley Park was his gift to Vancouver. When Vancouver was a very young city, Lord Stanley dedicated land that we know as Stanley Park.
Okay.
Today, it's one of Canada's most beloved parks, even larger than Central Park here in New York.
Really?
Yeah, so avid outdoorsman.
Okay.
So the Stanley Cup itself has had a wild ride. It's been dropped, it's been dented, it's been repaired, it once ended up in a swimming pool. Players eat from it, they drink from it, they've had their children baptized in it.
Wow.
Their dogs have drank out of it. One player reportedly took it to a horse racetrack and let the horses eat oats from it.
Oh.
So now, if you haven't, it's big, it's got the rings that go around, it's a big ass thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So most people think there's only one. Well, so listen to this. The original bowl donated by Lord Stanley, there's a presentation cup used for ceremonies, and there's a preserved historic version kept safe because the original was very valued.
Sure.
Stanley died in 1908, years before professional hockey became the international phenomenon it is now. He never really saw the creation of the NHL, the National Hockey League. That started in 1917.
Okay.
One of the reasons historians like Lord Stanley is that he shows how a seemingly small act can have enormous consequences in a positive way.
Okay.
He didn't invent hockey. He didn't even play professionally. He simply encouraged excellence by creating an outstanding award. When you look at it that way.
Okay.
There's a wonderful lesson in there. Sometimes the people who make history aren't the stars on the ice. They're the people who inspire others and others to excel in sportsmanship. So I think that's very cool. So the Stanley Cup is much bigger and heavier than you would actually think.
It looks really
now
heavy.
watch them. They win. They skate around. I love watching the end. No matter who wins, they pick it up. They kiss it. They skate with it over their head. You know, it is about 34.5 pounds.
Woo! That's a heavy one.
Okay, it's about, in my terms, the weight of a very large bag of cat litter or a very large, healthy 3 to 4 year old child. Okay, it's really, and they lift it up over their heads like that when they skate around. It's 35 inches, just under 3 feet. So, size of a small child.
Okay.
The original cup that Lord Stanley donated in 1892 was only about 7 inches, but it grew with the additional rings. It's made of silver and nickel alloy. The original bowl was silver, and over the decades, additional silver and nickel alloy bands were added.
Okay.
So they add on the band, but eventually, it's
because they got to keep adding names. Yeah.
Every championship team gets its players, its coaches, and staff engraved on the cup.
Okay.
And when one ring fills up with names, they remove the oldest to add the newest. So the oldest ring is removed, it's preserved in the Hockey Hall of Fame, and they add a new ring with the current year's champion.
Okay.
Team.
Okay.
This way it doesn't become like ridiculously
massive.
like this, a mile long.
Yeah.
There are more than 3,500 names that have been engraved over the years. Some people have their name more than once, like Henry Richard, Rickett Richard. He won the Cup 11 times as a player, more than anyone in NHL history.
Oh, wow.
11 championships.
Cool. Okay.
Who takes care of it?
Good question.
I thought so. The cup has its own official keeper. I didn't know that. He's called The keeper of the cup.
The keeper of the cup.
Not what I have in mind when I hear that, the keeper of the cup. Sounds like the guy that does laundry. But no,
Well, to me, it sounds like somebody who's making your
keeper
coffee.
of the cup. The keeper, barista.
Yeah.
The keeper of
The cup. Yeah.
The most famous was Philip Pritchard, nicknamed the Keeper of the Cup.
Uh-huh.
He traveled with it around the world to make sure it arrived safely wherever the championship went.
Could you imagine, like, you're the keeper of the cup and you lose it?
Yeah, then you're shit out of luck.
Yeah.
And each one who wins gets it for a while. So they take it home, they feed their dogs out of it, they wash their babies in it, whatever it is they do. Championship players, they drink champagne from the bowl, but over the years, people put in whatever they want. They get to each member gets to take it home.
Okay.
So the cool weird thing is that the Stanley Cup is one of the few major sports trophies that has documented lists of dents, scratches, repairs, even spelling mistakes. Oh, we spelled that guy's name wrong. Yeah. And they just keep a whole thing on.
Okay.
So I think it's a great tradition. I didn't know. I mean, I know, we watch the Stanley Cup every year, and it's like, who the hell was Lord Stanley? And I assumed he was a player.
Yeah.
No.
You just like the game.
Just like a fan, a super fan.
Okay.
And it's very nice. Like I said, we watch it every year.
Okay. Yeah. Well, your husband plays.
He plays. My son plays.
Yeah.
And they get it. It's like yo long, and you could see they get it, they kiss it, they put it over their head. Each one gets to take. It's a very charming thing and it's not done that way in a lot of other sports.
No, that's true.
So
Yeah.
I thought it was something that I've often thought about. I'm like, who? Why?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Right. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah. So I thought it was just something that I personally wanted to know. So I figured I would do a deep dive on it.
Well, thank you for sharing.
That's what we do here
That's
in
what we
Whoville.
in Whoville.
And who are we, Bill? And why are we, Bill?
Why?
So that was
Who? Why? Why are we here?
why
Why are we talking about the
why
Stanley
play
Cup?
hockey?
Why play hockey?
Why not play hockey?
I mean, I was dating when I was younger, much younger. I dated a guy who loved hockey, and he was like, "You got to learn how to play." I was like, "I don't ice skate. I don't go on ice. No." So he's like, "Well, at least I got to teach you the one basic thing."
Okay.
And I was like, "What's that?" He's like,
Duck.
"Dropping the gloves."
Why,
Dropping the gloves
son, to fight with you?
someone. He's like, "Come on, drop the gloves." So that was what I learned. Was you got to drop the gloves
and punch
throw a
somebody in
punch.
the nose.
And I'm like, okay, this is very
That's
violent.
very helpful.
I don't think I know.
Yeah, no. Look, like in any sport,
Yeah.
whether the dugout clears or football, whatever it is, if two players are fighting, well, yeah,
I'll tell you what it is. It's testosterone.
That's how men are. Yeah, I don't see women doing that.
No, not really.
No, but it's a gentleman's sport. At the end, they get out, they shake hands. You shake hands
after
with your opponent.
after they punched out each other's teeth.
Right, after you drop the gloves. It's a gentleman's sport.
Okay.
I don't see that in other sports where they drop the gloves to shake hands.
Okay.
And they congratulate each other.
Okay.
So, again, I've been exposed to this my whole adult life.
You have, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch a hockey game someday.
I should have had you over, during the cup, but next year when the season starts, we'll teach you.
Okay.
You should come to a game and watch them.
All right.
Yeah, and learn how to play. It's fascinating. It really is.
I'll take it.
So,
well, thank you for teaching me something new.
So this was a sportsy, I'll use that word.
Yes, sportsy
episode. All my favorite people play hockey.
Oh.
All right. No. They're not
really?
there.
No, okay.
Some of my favorite hockey
Well, he
players
didn't even
are
play
there.
hockey. He just liked it.
Well, he liked the cup.
Okay.
You know what? I have a salad bowl. We can use that.
Cool.
All right. See you, breathers.
Bye, breathers.
One in town, but to me you'll be much cooler when you're 6 feet underground. Some of us are crazy, some are smart and brave. Well, it doesn't really matter, we all end up in the grave. All my favorite people are dead. All my favorite people are dead. I say it, all my favorite people are dead. All my favorite people are dead. All my favorite people are dead. All my favorite people are dead.